Hey everyone, we have another great upper body workout for you today. So our warm-up is going to be similar to what we've been doing all along. Jumping jacks, arm circles forward and back, eyes, Ys, and Ts, and steel jacks. We'll do that 3 times through, and then we'll move on to the workout. So our first exercise today is going to be a one-arm elevated push-up. So don't worry, it doesn't mean you're doing a one-arm push-up. What you're going to do is grab a textbook or something that you can prop up one arm with. So we're going to get into a push-up position. Put your textbook down on the ground. We're going to put one hand on the book, the other one's going to be flat on the ground, so now you can see that my one hand is a little bit higher than the other. So we're going to do our push-up. And what this is going to do is just cause that arm that's on top of the textbook to have to work a little bit deeper, go a little bit deeper into the range of motion, and really challenge those pec muscles a little bit more on that side. So we'll do 10 on one side, switch the textbook over to the other side, do 10 over there. If you guys want to make it a little bit easier, what you can do is just do same thing with your hand on the textbook, but do your push-ups on your knees. Or if that's too easy, what you can do is put your textbook up on like a desk or a chair and do an elevated push-up. And if this whole exercise is too easy for you, you can make it a little bit more challenging by doing a decline, putting your feet up on top of a couch or a chair, and then doing the push-up onto the book. So our next exercise is going to be bent over row. So we've been doing a couple different variations of bent over rows lately. This one we're going to go for a little bit wider grip. So I have this bag which is full of a lot of textbooks. So I can grab these handles a little bit wider than the bags I've been using for our previous bent over rows. So that's why I chose this bag today. You guys can find a bag, or if you have really anything like a bin, anything you can grab like a wide grip will work. So we're going to do bent over rows, still bending at the hips and pulling back to our waist. So I'll show it from the side. So I'm keeping my hands kind of farther apart to target my upper back and my middle traps with this one. Just like that. Okay, so moving on, our next exercise in the workout is going to be an L raise. So what this is basically a combination of a lateral raise and a front raise. So we're going to do them at the same time. Grab your weights. I'm going to use the water bottles today. So we're going to go out to the side with one arm and straight out in front with the other. And then switch. Nice and slow and controlled with these. So we'll do 20 reps. So we'll count this as 1, 2, 3, and so on. All right, so moving on for our biceps, we're going to do 21. So I think we've done these in the past. It's going to be pretty similar. So you're going to grab your weights. You can use 2 separate weights like this if you want. You can also grab onto like the bag you were using earlier for the bent over rows and do kind of simulate a barbell with one handle. But I'm going to show you with the dumbbells today. So I'll show you from the side. Take your weights, full stretch at the bottom. Make sure your arms pinned up right up against your side, not too far back or forward, right up against your side. So we're going to start with 7 from the bottom, going up to halfway through the movement and back down. So 7 there, and then starting halfway up, we're going to curl up to the top and back down. 7 here, and then 7 full reps all the way through the range of motion. Full squeeze at the top, full stretch at the bottom. Okay, so add them all up, that's 21. We're going to do 3 sets there, and then our last exercise is going to be a tricep kickback. So preferably you're going to be supported on like a table or a chair where you can kind of just bend over and keep your upper body supported so you're not straining your back too much. So take your weight, arm's going to be parallel to the ground, your upper arm, other part of your arm, your forearm relaxed, and then kick it back, squeeze that tricep, back down, relax, and then up, squeeze that tricep. Really try and feel that contraction. What will help you guys is if you think about bringing your arm close to your body and squeezing that upper arm up against your body so you're not coming too far out to the side. That'll help you feel that tricep contraction. So we're going to do 20 reps here, switch sides, and 3 sets total. Alright, so we're going to finish up with a core and cardio circuit. So we're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And repeat all these 4 exercises 2 times through. So some of these are pretty challenging, so I'll give you some modifications, make them a little bit easier. Just give it your best shot, and let me know how it goes after the workout, all right? So we'll get into it right now. So we're going to start with plank reach under. So get into a high plank position. So you're going to reach one arm down, touch the opposite thigh, and then switch. Nice and controlled. So try not to rock your body from side to side too much with this. Alternatively, you can go on your elbows, reach down, this might be a little bit easier, or you can also do the plank on your knees and reach down this way. Okay, so moving on, we're going to move on to groiners. So what you're going to do with this, same thing, get into a high plank position. We're going to start with one leg like you're doing a first baseman stretch here. So thigh to the outside of my arm. Okay, and we're going to switch legs, hips come up, and then drive the hips down to the ground. My foot's on the outside of my hands. So hips up and drive down this way. Okay, so next we're going to move, actually back to that with the groiners. If that's a little bit too difficult for you, what you can do is just do a standard mountain climber. So just driving the knees up. Moving on, we have a star plank. So get into a standard plank position. You might want to start with your hands a little bit farther apart than normal for this. And then feet are going to be a little bit farther apart too. So basically you're going to work yourself, hands and feet farther apart, as far as you can go, and hold yourself up this way. If you guys can only hold yourself, here, that's fine. And also you can do it on your knees too. And then work your arms out this way and support yourself. So you'll feel this in your core, obviously, as well as in the front of your shoulders and in your chest. All right. And then our last part of the core circuit is going to be either a crossbody or a Spider-Man push-up. So I'll show you both, and then I'll show you modification as well. So the crossbody push-up, standard push-up position here. We're going to push down. At the same time, we bring a knee through, across to the other side, this way. Okay, you can do this. You can do the Spider-Man push-up. I'm sorry. Okay, and then finally we have either a crossbody push-up or a Spider-Man push-up. So I'll show you both of these, and as well as modification. So a crossbody push-up, we're getting into a standard push-up position. So as you lower yourself down, you're going to bring one knee across your body. Rotate at the hips. Okay? And then a Spider-Man push-up, same thing, same push-up position, but we're going to bring that outside, or that knee to the outside. So try and touch your elbow. This way. All right, so if those are pretty challenging movements, to be honest with you, so you can pick one of those if you're able. If not, that's fine, and you can just do standard push-ups as well as just push-ups on your knees this way. Okay, so just try and do those for 20 seconds, get through the round, and then repeat. So I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and I'll talk to you guys soon.